In this session, let's talk about the joins concept in SQL, joins in SQL, so which is especially used presently in the SFMC. So joins. So basically there are seven type of joins. So we'll be learning one after one and how to write the query for each of them. So this is basically called as a left outer join. This is called as a left outer join with exclusion because here the B fields which are in common are excluded. Similarly, this is the right join and this is the right join with exclusions. This is called inner join. This is called as a full outer join and this is called outer join. So here the intersection elements will not be included here. So let's see how to write the query for them. So before understanding how to write query, let us simply understand a practical scenario of how it will be. Let's say there are two companies, Vivo and Oppo. The parent company, BBK Electronics, company want to know or have the detail or to have the data of the customers who have interest in both Vivo and Oppo. So because of through various sources, they may have this information through API or through offline data through many ways, through any kind of ways, they may have the information of the customers who are interested in both Vivo and Oppo. Now, uh, so this is the practical case scenario. So let's see how we'll be solving this using the SQL query. So let's say if I want the SQL query written for the left outer join. So here this is the Vivo, this is the Oppo in this cell. So let's draw it. So this is Vivo, this is Oppo. So what is Vivo, what is Oppo here? Okay, these are companies, but we are talking here is data extensions. So these data extensions of Vivo and Oppo may have the different fields, maybe like subscriber key, maybe like email address, maybe the product they are interested in, and the name of the customer. So different information is present in both Vivo and Oppo. But the common between the both will be the email address. The email address, let's say, is common. Uh, is the common attribute or the feed that is given by the customer for the different companies. Here in this case, it's Vivo and Oppo. So now based upon the email address, we will be categorizing or joining them. So yeah, this is so we're talking about the left outer join. So we'll be writing the statement select subscriber key name. So even if there is no subscriber key, it's not an issue. So let's take so select name and email address from where we'll be taking from Vivo. So here, see, observe here. I wrote Vivo V. Instead of using Vivo every time, I can just use V. It is called aliasing, like I told earlier. So here that even the database can be can be involved in aliasing, not just the field elements. Earlier I told a field element like so for example here email address is there. So how we can do aliasing it? So by just writing email address as just we can write mail. So whenever we use mail, it means the validation automatically understand it as email address. Similarly, here whenever we are writing the validation of SFMC, the Query Studio automatically understand that we are mean what the V meant here is Vivo data extension. So the major difference is here we did not write as okay. So after the data extension, so that is the only difference. Here we need not write. Here we need to write for for the fields, we need to write it for the fields. For the data extension, we need not write. We directly represented it as some our custom name followed by space. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, select the name. So selecting the name and email address from the Vivo data extension and joining it with Oppo. So let us represent the Oppo with some O simply. So here we are left joining. So in general, what is the left joining? So there should be a common attribute when we are joining two data extension, definitely there should be one common attribute between the both so that the joining can happen. Here the email address. So here we are considering the email address given in the Vivo data extension and in the Oppo data extension, both are same. So based upon the common email address, we are categorizing the customers of Vivo and Oppo and combining them to one. So here we are writing v dot email address is equal to o dot email address. So wherever, so let's say here. So let us take an example. So here the Vivo v data extension is in this form. So let's say there is a name, there is email address. So there is a name like ABC at the rate of, let's say, gmail.com, and DEF DEF at the rate of gmail.com, GHI at the rate of gmail.com. So these are the three records, let's say, available in the Vivo D data extension, Vivo V data extension. Similarly, there is other data extension, Oppo O data extension. So it also consists of names and email address of the customers. So let's say the names it as is JKL MNO PQR ABC. So the email address is jkl at the rate of gmail.com, mno at the rate of gmail.com, pnr at the rate of gmail.com, abc at the rate of gmail.com. So here in this situation, we are joining both. So we are joining Vivo along with Oppo. So how it will be? So the intersection will be there. Also, the whole Vivo data extension elements will be there. So what will be the output of the left outer join here for the query which we have written is it will be in this fashion. So it consists of ABC, DEF, GHI. Also, so the one which are common to both Vivo and Oppo. What is it? It is nothing but ABC. So ABC, however, is there. So this is the thing that is. So this is the output of result of left outer join. Similarly, right outer. So left outer join with exclusions. So so see the Venn diagram of how it will be. So it will not contain the element which are common to both A and B. Here A and B means V and O. So for the second query, it will be in this form. So it will be in this form. This is Vivo extension. This is Oppo data extension. So here, what is the common between V and O? Here it is ABC. So this will be not present here. So the only records that the result of this left outer join with exclusions consist of are DEF and GHA. That's it. So, but how to write it in the query form? See, so here we are just just give me a minute. So left outer join with exclusions. So we are writing the same program. So select name, email address from VOV, left outer join on email on v dot email address is equal to o dot email address. But we will be adding one more condition. So earlier I told, so wherever we want to use the condition, it will be preceded by where. So where space. So what I want to say, where e dot email address is null. Why you are saying it as null? Because here there will be null. Here there will be no element. See here, as here there will be no element. We are using null where b dot email address is null. So similarly for right joins. So it is the same as left join, but instead of left join, we will be replacing it with right join. That's it. So only by replacing it with right join, uh, we can get the desired result. So simply understand here how the uh, Venn diagram is. So what does it contain? It contains all the elements. B elements will be all, and A and B intersection elements will also be present here. Whereas in fourth one, here the A and B intersection elements will not be present. Only the B exclusive elements will be present. So here what will be the output from the given MNO? PQR will be the output here. And ABC will not be present in the result uh, because ABC is common to both uh, Vivo and Oppo data extension. Similarly, so coming to the fifth one, so intersection. So it is same as like earlier. So it is called inner join. Just write the inner join. So we need not write any condition. We need not write anything. Just writing the so in place of right join, we will be just writing inner join. For say in place of full outer join, we'll be writing full outer join. For sake of outer join, there is no direct any keyword. So through full outer join, we will be achieving the outer join. So let's see how we are achieving. So here we will be writing the so okay. So for full outer join, what is the SQL query? This is the same. And instead of left join, we'll be writing just the full outer join. Full outer join will be writing. And so there is no condition because full outer join means it will be selecting the whole element. So it will be selecting the whole element. So now what about the outer join? Just outer join. So there is nothing keyword like outer join. So here also we'll be writing full outer join, but here there is an exclusion. So what will we do simply? So we'll be writing where condition. What will be writing where o dot email address is null and v dot email address is null. So the intersection of these two will be excluded. So outer join is nothing but it is the full outer join with exclusion. Full outer join with exclusion. So it is similar to that of a left outer join with exclusion, right outer join with exclusion. So it is also a similar kind of thing. So we have covered in this session joins, aliasing, and null. The usage of null. So the usage of null is basically used uh, in conditions. That is while writing the where keyword. In next session, we will be covering like case strings.